12 pounds, and this has the ultimate power, the ultimate storage, and we're doing something that we have never done. The name, by the way, HP, so you know you're talking about the top of the line. It has a retail of over $1,077. Just the software and services that we include alone with this today are gonna be valued at $492. So I'm gonna introduce you to Aaron Berger. He is back with us. We're so excited about this. I'll tell you too, the color choices just real quickly, and then we're gonna get into this because it's been some time, Aaron, since we've had the big 17.3 inch. Yeah. And not only that, it's got extras that you don't see on laptops in this price point, like touchscreen, backlit keyboard. So you have the choice. Right there, we have the rose gold, we have the mauve, which I think is beautiful, we have the blue, and then we have the silver. But the color is the icing on the cake. The screen on this thing, just to start with, is beautiful. And yes, it is touchscreen.
Yeah, that really is the story. Yeah. It's having this great big screen. The largest screen that we have in any laptop computer is a 17-inch screen. So you have our very largest screen, and you have it as a touch screen. And that is what makes this so extraordinary, is that in all the years I've been doing this, I've been doing this for 13 years, Connie's been doing this for 21 years, I've never had someone come up to me and say, I wish I'd bought a smaller screen.
Right?
No, never, never, never. Because you know, your eyesight just doesn't get better. It's not something that happens. And it's so nice, no matter what it is, you wanna take a look at, to be able to touch the screen, to be able to pinch, to be able to zoom. There's no such thing as small text anymore. And it's really intuitive as well. That's the other nice thing about a touchscreen, is that if you wanna go down there to the start button, you wanna give it a touch, that's easy to do. And then if you wanna see what all apps you have or what all live tiles you've downloaded, you just scroll. We all know the ease of using a smartphone or of using a tablet. Now imagine having that power in a full 17-inch Pentium powered. That's another big thing. It's the Intel Pentium processor inside. And then a few other just sort of quick specs. RAM is something that's really important on your computer. For example, when you're multitasking, even though this computer only weighs about a little over 5 pounds, 5.8 pounds, its multitasking capability is great. So I'm running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're running 8 programs at the same time. No pausing, no waiting, no hesitating. It's the most RAM we've had in a computer all year. It's also the largest hard drive. It's a full terabyte hard drive. What's that mean? Hard drive is how much you can store on your computer. So how much can you store? I'll just kind of give you off the top of my head, about 250 hours of high definition video, or about 1,000 hours of standard definition video on your 5+ pound computer.
Wow.
About 320,000 photos, about 16,000 hours of video, the largest hard drive, the most RAM, and then last but not least, look at this. Optical drive built in.
And almost none of our laptops today have that, right?
Less than 1/3 of new computers in the US today have an optical drive. Your new computer does. So if you want to listen to music, if you want to watch a movie, if you want to burn information. Now, of course, the latest Wi-Fi AC is built in, Bluetooth is built in, so you have all the connectivity to stream movies and do that as well. But sometimes, there are those times when you just want everything to be in one place. If you want to watch a DVD, you don't want to have to go get a USB optical drive and plug it in, right? You just want it to all be here. In the same sense, having the larger hard drive, many of us store things to the cloud now, and that's great. But there are times that you just want everything at your fingertips, whether you're online or you're not online. You don't want to have to find it on the cloud. You don't want to find it stored somewhere else. You just want everything contained in your one computer that is entirely portable and entirely on the go, but is as powerful as a desktop computer. This is it.
That's it. And like we said, it only weighs a little more than 5.5 pounds. So a lot of times people don't take their laptop on the go because they get heavy. They could weigh 10 pounds, they could weigh 12 pounds. And in that case, you're not gonna just throw it in your handbag and go, or throw it in the backpack and go. With this one, because it is lighter weight, you're going to. And I am telling you what, the screen on this at 17.3 inches is amazing. This is my Facebook page. I would love for you to like my Facebook page, Connie Craig Meg Carroll. That's 2 R's, 2 L's on HSN Facebook, because I don't know if you've heard, but at the end of the month, I'm leaving after 22 years. But I want to stay connected with you because I have loved shopping with you for 22 years. I started here when I'm 27. I feel like we've grown up together. So I don't want us to lose touch, and I want to be able to tell you what the next big thing is going to be with me, and I want you to join me. So like my page, but my point is, whatever you're doing, whether it's Facebook or whether you're emailing or whether you're doing productivity on this, at 17.3 inches to Aaron's point, I've never heard somebody say, oh, I wish I had a smaller screen. We always want that larger screen. And we always want the advantage of having touch screen. We want something that we can touch like we do our phones. And so you've got it right here. And I've got to say too, the name HP, Aaron, when we talk about HP, we're talking about the best.
We lined up all the #1 names for this. So let's start with HP. HP is the #1 computer manufacturer in America, the top selling brand in America, and also, by the way, the top selling brand at HSN across everything we sell. The great beauty that we sell, the great fitness that we sell, the great, you name it, the great jewelry that Connie sells. HP is the #1 brand at HSN. So we feel great about that, and the #1 brand in the country. The next one, let me show you. This is something you don't see all the time. It's particularly in a 17-inch touchscreen at this price.
I don't even know if you can see this on screen, but this is exciting.
This right here?
Because most of us, okay.
Oh, wait, I know what you were gonna talk about F5.
I was.
Okay, wait, let's go to what Connie was gonna say first.
Because this gets exciting for us because we never get to show this. This has backlit keys. You can see it right there. I don't care. I mean, typically, unless you're spending $1,200 to $1,300 on a laptop, even here at HSN, you don't get backlit keys.
It's a very uncommon thing. One of the reasons we have it on a computer that's this low of a price point is because HP is the biggest brand at HSN. So they work with us to do things like, that we know, you guys have been saying to us, we want to see more backlit keys, but we don't want to pay $1,000 for a computer. So they do that. The other thing they do, if I can find it, here it is. And Connie mentioned this at the beginning of the show, we include $492 of additional software and services. So things like Learn to Use Windows 10 and Loopster and Password Genie and Meal Easy, great cooking classes. It's nearly $500, darn near close to what you're paying for the computer in additional software and services. Nobody else in the world does that. That's why we are the best place to buy HP. Well, that and our 30-day return policy. If you don't love the computer, you send it back.
Well, and the great thing about our return policy is, you know, normally wherever else you're shopping for electronics, they usually are going to charge you a fee to return it. They will charge you anywhere from 10 to 15 to 20% of what you paid in terms of a restocking fee to take it back. We're not doing that. We're paying to ship it to you, which we normally don't do on laptops. There's almost never free shipping. We're breaking this up into FlexPay at just $100 to get this home. Now, by the way, if you have the HSN charge card, you can do VIP financing on this as well. So that means 12 months, and that would be only $50 to get it home. I know we're just starting the summer, although we're almost through June. Can you believe it?
How that happens.
I know. Time flies when you're having fun. But it's going to be back to school, too. And if there is one thing the kids need, now I know they want the latest sneakers, and it blows me away that kids' sneakers, like basketball shoes, can cost $200. I'm like, what?
Wild.
200 bucks. But the point is, if there's something they need, yeah, they want those sneakers, and they want the cool backpack, and they want this. They need a laptop that they can depend on and that will grow with them. Aaron.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, tablet is a great thing and is, you know, important and is fun. Phone is obviously, everybody wants a great smartphone. Your computer is the hub of all of that. Your tablet plugs into your computer to make it stay updated and to sync. Same thing with your smartphone. So if your computer is outdated, man, it's just a great time to upgrade. Speaking of upgrade, I mentioned HP's the #1 brand in America for laptops. You know what this right here is? This means, bum, 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 Intel inside. Intel Pentium processor, the #1 processor company in the world. So you line up all the #1s, and that's what you get in this computer. Windows 10, the latest version of the Windows operating system. In fact, I'm gonna stand up here and show you guys something. This is Windows 10 CE Creator Mode. So it has some really cool things in it. For example, this is one of my favorite things. This is a program that's built in. It's called Paint 3D. Would you look at that? I am three-dimensionally.
Now that is that is something that years ago you would have had to have done on a very expensive, like, graphics
Yeah, no, I
package.
mean, I think of like, you know, big Macs and those kind of like walking into a graphic studio to see this sort of thing going on. But you got to remember, this is an Intel-powered computer with 8 gigs of RAM, so it's better at multitasking. It's better at running multiple programs at one time. It's faster on the internet. Are you ever online? You think, man, the internet is so slow today. No, the internet is not slow. I mean, unless you're, you know, in an extremely rare circumstance, there is really fast internet almost everywhere in America now. So wherever you are, now, if your videos are loading slowly or your videos are buffering, do you know what the problem is? Probably you don't have enough RAM on your computer. So RAM allows you to multitask better, and I showed you guys, and I'll show you again. We're running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 programs. There's a history of all the things that we've looked at. Oh, look, there's like Connie Craig and multiple. There's lots of Connie. We can do these things more quickly because it's RAM. Has a lot of RAM. Your computer also might be slow because it doesn't have the latest processor. This does. Intel, the #1 processor company in the world. Plus, do you ever look at your computer and think, I gotta go grab my reading glasses? I will tell y'all, this is just a little insider thing. I text my twin brother. I have a twin brother. He lives in California, and I texted him this morning, and I said, are you starting to have trouble reading labels? And he said to me, and I was, thank God he said yes, because I would have felt so bad if he hadn't, because, you know, I got somebody to check, and he said, he's a physician, and he said, one of the strange things about 40, and I'm 44, he said, around 40, Aaron, it happens to pretty much everybody. It's one of those very few medical things that pretty much everybody, and that is pretty much the magical age. There's not even that big of a range for it. So if you're like me, and all of a sudden labels are really, the computer I can still see pretty well, but I know it won't be long. My point is, anytime you need to make something bigger, you really don't have to have your reading glasses anymore. I'll even, in fact, let me go to hsn.com, just pull up a web page to give you an example. If you were looking at, let me find some, like here's some smaller print down here, just some information. You know, that might be difficult to read, but this is not difficult to read.
Right.
You know? And that is such a nice part of having a big screen and of having a touchscreen computer.
Well, and again, to be able to get it home at $100 on your charge card, we're making it easy for you. Because you know what? We realize it's summertime, you're taking vacations, you're getting ready for the kids to go back to school in the fall, but we're making it easy for you by splitting it up into those flex space. Even more so if you happen to have that HSN charge card. You can split it up over the course of 12 months. But I love the fact that you're buying a laptop that you are not outgrowing, because so many times, Aaron, people shop for laptops based on price points. Yeah. And I'm not gonna tell you you can't find a cheaper laptop. Sure. I'm not gonna tell you that, because you can, I don't care what you're shopping for, you can always go cheaper, but you cannot go better. You can't get something in this price point of $599 with better features. So you could get something for $399, maybe use it, you know, for a couple months, maybe use it for 6 months. This is something because of that massive terabyte hard drive, because of the 8 gigs of RAM, and meaning it's gonna move fast, 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 and also to that processor built in. I mean, when you've got HP and you've got Intel put together, it's a marriage made in heaven for an experience that you're gonna love every single day. And you know, you think about how many things do you buy that you use every single day? There aren't many things that we look at every single day. It just doesn't happen. But most of us, for the most part, we're on our laptop or on our desktop every single day. So you want one that's gonna give you exactly what you want in terms of performance. It's gonna meet your expectations, but you don't wanna have to break the bank. And we're gonna take you through, because we have now less than 10 minutes. And I know it's easy to get caught up in the presentation. I wanna show you the colors really quickly. I love this rose gold. Like, that is my favorite. Oh my gosh, it is like my favorite color of blush. I love that rose gold. Then we have the mauve. That's a really cool color too. Then we have the blue, and we have your classic silver, which everybody loves. But the color is the icing on the cake. The fact that you get something that is gonna work super hard for you, that is gonna be super fast. There's no hesitation. Anything you wanna do on your laptop, whether it is for work, for productivity, or it's for fun, you're just going online, you're just doing Facebook, you're just doing emails, this is gonna be the one you want.
And you know what, that gold that you were showing, I think we might even be able to show it back. We have it in the center here, and we can kind of give you guys, because sort of depending on how the light hits it, sometimes it looks a little more pink, and sometimes it looks a little more gold. I think it's one of the best colors HP's done.
It's like blush.
Just a beautiful beautiful computer. So I'll show you that, and then I want to turn around and show you something too. We've been out here about 15 minutes or so. We've been streaming the whole time. There's never been any pausing or waiting or hesitating. My point there is, if you have a computer, you like to watch Netflix, or you like to watch Hulu, or HBO Go, or Showtime, or HSN Live, like we're doing here, whatever it is, if your computer ever slows down, if your computer ever buffers, if you are running multiple programs and that really starts to slow your computer down, that's not the case here. Look at the depth of field on that. I mean, it looks almost three-dimensional. That's the kind of quality that you should have in your computer. And I'll tell you, Connie mentioned this earlier, and I was just sort of thinking about it. There are very few items where I recommend, like, buy the absolute best you can buy.
Right.
With the computer, technology changes quickly. You're buying at the top of the technology curve here. It's got a touch screen. It has the largest screen. It has 8 gigabytes of RAM. These are really high-end features, and you might even think, well, maybe I don't need features that high-end. And maybe you don't today, but technology flies by. So 6 months from now, if you don't have it, you'll wish you did, because file sizes are only getting bigger. Video quality is only getting better. There's more and more high-definition audio online. It's a great, and it's so infrequent, maybe twice a year, maybe 3 times, that we have a 17-inch computer that is also a touchscreen computer. And what a great value, you know, almost $1,000 in retail value, because we're including $492 in additional software. So you don't have to buy anything when you get this home. Again, taking a look at that great live streaming. My computer is plugged into your television. So we're gonna take a shot now. That's the high definition webcam. Did you know there's an HP TrueVision high def webcam built in as well? So that means when you're talking to your friends and family across the country, across the world, wherever they are, you don't have to pay anymore to talk to them, and you can see them at the same time.
And look at that. And it doesn't hesitate like old webcams.
No, it's so, I mean, it really instantly fast. And the quality of the image, you know, there's a lot of sort of neutral color behind me, often a color that's that off-white like that will look a little orange or look a little yellow or look a little brown, you know, not look so true to color. HP does such a beautiful job with their webcams, so you can see your friends and family, you know, wherever they are. You can see your loved one. You can feel close to them. And when you've got a 17-inch screen, of course, just the fact that it's a larger screen makes it a more lifelike experience. It really, their webcams are awesome. And I'll show you something else. And this is gonna give me a chance to mention something else too. If you're picking up this computer or any computer, if you just own a computer, this is a Windows computer, so it needs to have some sort of virus protection on it. We have something called Vipre Antivirus. This is a special one because it's not just Vipre Antivirus, Advanced Security, it's also Vipre Identity Shield. So this protects us, it's 6 licenses, so it protects 3 computers against viruses, spyware, malware, et cetera, forever. For the life of 3 computers, you're protected. You plug this in, let it load, take it out, you don't ever have to think about it again. Your computer is just protected, so that's number 1. Number 2, it's also 3 licenses of something called Identity Shield. So if you're like me or like Connie and you like to go shopping online, you like to be out on the web, you do your banking online, you pay your taxes online, Identity Shield protects you from having your identity taken away. It basically encrypts everything that's on your computer and everything that goes between your computer and anything else. One of the most important things anyone who owns a computer can have is a great protection package, and Vipre really fills that need for us very well.
Okay, I gotta tell you though, we are 5 minutes left to shop. Only 5 minutes left, and I know these are really popular, and I know a lot of you are thinking about it. Perhaps you've had a chance to see it before. We've taken $100 off our price, but notice that retail price is over $1,072. So again, if you were going to retail to put something like this together, it would be almost $1,100. We do it at $699. Today, save yourself $100, save yourself almost $16 with the shipping, and you can put it on FlexPay at just $100. I wanna show you the colors one more time. I love my favorite, hands down, rose gold. It is just like the most beautiful color blush. There we have the mauve. Here we have the blue, here we have the silver. So your choice. The screen on this, we said this before, nobody says, I wish I had a smaller screen. And I don't care what you're doing, and happy Father's Day.
Oh, look at that.
That's my daddy.
Which one's your dad? Next closest
and
to
this
you.
is his older brother, that's his younger brother, and that's me. And I would say I'm like, well, I would say like 4 years old there. By the way, this is from my Facebook page, Connie Craig Carroll on HSN, so please like my page. I am leaving after 22 years, but I'm not leaving you. I want to keep shopping with you till the end of the month, but I also want you to stay with me on my Facebook page. And you know, I can tell you all the things that I'm doing. You'll see my pictures. You'll see what I'm doing next. So stay with me on my Facebook page. Please like it though. And my Instagram, same thing, Connie Craig Carroll, like that. But my point is, whether you are, and by the way, the information's there at the bottom, the spelling, because it's 2 R's, 2 L's, on HSN Facebook. If you'll like it, you'll see what I'm doing this summer. You'll see what I'm doing coming up after leaving this wonderful, wonderful job after 22 years. But I love that I've shopped with you, that we're friends, and I want us to stay friends, and I want us to stay connected, because it's real important that we keep on that journey together. But my point is, whether you're doing fun things like Facebook, or whether you're doing spreadsheets, or whether you're watching streaming video, this is gonna do it for you, and it's gonna do it seamlessly. So many times we buy laptops and we're disappointed. We're just disappointed. You will never regret your decision. This is gonna be one, as Aaron said, that will grow with you. So it's up to whatever the task happens to be, and yet the value price of $599.99. We're gonna take you through it because we've only got 3 minutes left. We're gonna hit the highlights and explain to you why, if you're shopping for a laptop, this is the one you wanna do.
Yeah, it's the screen size is number one, I think,
and we
for
almost
most of
never
us.
have the biggest screen.
The 17-inch screen, and when we do have it, it certainly isn't always a touch screen. So you're getting kind of the best world, you know, the bigger screen, the higher quality screen, and the easier to use screen, but not the really expensive computer, quite frankly, not the $1,000 computer. So absolutely gorgeous screen, something Connie and I both really love. Look at this. Backlit keyboard. So that just means no matter what situation you're in, if you're lying in bed at night, or if your kids are in a classroom and the professor turns off the lights to do a presentation, or if you're in the library, wherever you are, it doesn't matter. You just have a better view of your keyboard. It really is it kind of seems like a little thing until you have your computer. I'll bet you dollars to donuts, you'll turn that backlight on at least half the time you use it.
Yeah.
I try to do it all the time.
But it's usually on the $1,000 computers.
It is. I mean, my computer is a very expensive computer. I love it, but it was a lot. It was almost $1,000, and it has backlit keys. So I would recommend, if that's something you love, this is a great computer that you don't have to spend as much money, and this actually has a bigger screen than my computer too, which I would like to have. Optical drive built in, so beautiful optical drive, play movies, listen to music, burn data, you can do all those kind of things. Let's talk about the ports. There are 3 USB ports I mentioned just a minute ago, and I do highly recommend our customer pick, Vipre. This is Vipre Antivirus and, Advanced Antivirus, so it has artificial intelligence and machine learning built in, and also Identity Shield to protect you from theft, from identity theft online. There's 3 USB ports. You know what this is?